This is fantastic. I'm sitting in splendid isolation in the canteen at the minute. Everybody's having the breakfast except me, obviously. I'm hoping that I'm going to be joined by all the finalists in a minute, except that they were all out last night, and I think they all got a bit giddy.
Oh, did they? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. You look splendid. I do like this new hairstyle. The kind of blonde hairstyle is very, very good indeed. And you're very good at making the contestants feel at ease. That seems to be a real skill that you've got, because you just tend to make them feel better, you know, because they're so nervous.
Listen, Lorraine, we're all in the same boat here. I get as nervous as they do, and I know they can't believe it. The trick is that it's all a team event, and I tell them that if there's any element of competition about this, then the whole thing won't work. They all have to help each other, and they do. And to be honest with you, Lorraine, this is the nicest bunch we have ever had, and they're the most talented. And I'm hoping I'm going to introduce you to them all quite shortly, probably after the break. And I'll tell you why they're all talented as well.
Oh, that would be really good. You know what? I've always wanted to ask you this. You know how when somebody decides who they're going to do you need the permission, if the artist is still alive, do you need their permission, or can you go and do anybody?
Actually, you do need some permission on doing the song by the artist, and very occasionally they don't agree to do it. I think it's happened once, and there's been a spot of bother over the next series, but it's never anything to worry about, and usually the people are so talented they can cover somebody else as well, so it's not so bad. I don't know quite how they work it out, but it seems to be all right. And very often, if people are doing somebody whose career is a little bit on the wane, it can very often bring their career back up. Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's a really good idea. Are there sort of rules, though, Matthew? Obviously, you know, you don't want girls to do boys and boys to do girls, but are there a set of rules that each contestant is given?
Oh, yes, we have this rule about there's no cross-dressing and there's no cross-race as well. Because, I mean, cross-dressing is fun for a weekend, as you know, Lorraine, but really you don't want to go down that road on a Saturday night show, do you, really? You know what I'm saying?
No. Although, I don't know, I think there might be another show there, an alternative Stars in the Rise, perhaps, who knows? Listen, if you could do us a big favour, go and round up some of the, well, if you can get all of them, it'd be great, but some of the contestants, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Lorraine. See you in a moment. I'll gather them up.
Fantastic. Well, we shall... Matthew, hi there.
Hello, Lorraine. These are all my lovelies. Say hello, everybody. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Lorraine, I want to introduce you to every single one of them, so everybody gets a turn. And I want to start with Tony up at the end, and they'll tell you the real name and who they're going to be tomorrow.
My name is Tony England. Tomorrow night I shall be Frankie Valli.
My name is Mariana Gonzalez, and tomorrow night I'm going to be Gloria Estefan.
Hi, my name's Katrina Davey, and tomorrow night I'm going to be Tina Arena.
My name's Sarah Jane Tewson, and I'm going to be Lisa Stansfield.
My name's Gary Mullen, and tomorrow night I'm going to be Freddie Mercury.
My name's Matthew Kelly, and tomorrow night I'm going to be Carol Vorderman.
Hi, my name's Annette Brown, and tomorrow I'm going to be Whitney Houston.
Hi, my name's David Clifford. Tomorrow night I'm going to be Morton Harkett.
Hi, I'm Amy Allenmore, and I'm going to be Jennifer Page.
Hi, I'm Katie Walters, and tomorrow night I'm going to be Kelly LaRock.
Hello, I'm Stephen Triffitt, and tomorrow I'm going to be Frank Sinatra.
Aren't they lovely, these people? Now, Lorraine, last night, we all went out to a pizza place. I'm not telling you which one. Right. And because we do this every Thursday night just before the final, because we all like a bonding and sharing session. And, well, we're lucky to have any of them here this morning, frankly. But it was a really good night out. And right at the end, when we've had the meal, what happens is we all have a sing-song, right? And you wouldn't believe the talent that's going on in here. Now, Tony, who's going to be Frankie Valli, he was... Who were you last night?
Pavarotti.
He was Pavarotti last night. He was marvellous. And who was Lauryn Hill? Yes, Kelly LaRock was Lauryn Hill last night. He was absolutely brilliant. And poor Morton Harkett here. Do you know, he had food poisoning last night. He did, but he came along. He was a good boy. He came along because it's a really good session, and it's really important that we all relax before the really hard work starts today. And we go right through the 2 days. We practically work for the 48 hours till we get to the night. Now, nerves are a big thing, Lorraine. Yeah. And this, right, this is Annette, right? Annette's going to be Whitney. Tell me what happened when you came on the heats.
I cried.
Yeah. when she not only cried on the heat, she cried when she found out she's going to be on the show.
Oh gosh.
She cried when she came into the studio. She cried when she met me. She cried when she won.
Fainted, almost fainted.
It's going to be a wash tomorrow night.
It is. Oh yeah.
I know.
I'm going to have fun though.
I would think they're showing you now. Are you showing it, Lorraine, now?
Yeah, we are. There she goes. She's disappearing behind. There's Annette disappearing, and she's coming back. Wow. Fantastic. What a transformation. I love that show. I've seen them all, every single one. It's great. I've seen every single
Sorry,
one.
Lorraine, what was that?
No, I was just saying I've seen every single one.
Oh, have you seen them all?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan. And I love the way that not only the transformation's fantastic, but it's everything, Matthew. It's the lighting, it's the dancers round about, the backing singers. It's the whole thing. It's just great.
Because all the people who work on the show, Lorraine, are the top people, and they've all won awards on this show as well. And you have to be like that because it's got to be a lot of fun. All these people have got to feel at ease, otherwise it won't work. But one of the best transformations was Gary. I mean, when Gary came on, everybody went, right now, who's he going to be? Probably an axe murderer, probably he will be, And then he comes out, and he looks like Freddie Mercury. It's absolutely astounding what goes on. I absolutely love it when they come out. I always think they're showing you now. Are you showing that?
Oh, here we're seeing it now. Here we're seeing Gary. He's disappearing into that smoke. This is the bit I love the best. Now, this transformation was extraordinary. It really, really was. Because I had no idea who Gary was going to be up until the very last minute. And there he comes out.
Absolutely.
Ta-da! Brilliant.
And the best thing is when he goes, oh, I'm going to be Freddie Mercury, and everybody goes, never. Never. And he does. What was the best thing for you, Gary?
Best thing for me was just being on stage.
Being on stage?
Being on stage and singing, yeah. in front of
You
other people.
love it, don't you?
It's great.
We all love it, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, would you recommend it? You'd recommend it to everybody?
Totally.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Everyone.
definitely.
Oh, yeah. Amy's from Cardiff, and she's been feted by the civic dignitaries, hasn't she? In fact, I've had a present from the Mayor of Cardiff, apparently, but she's not handed it over yet. I don't know why she thinks I do this show, frankly.
I'm just amazed that you keep getting such consistently high quality people. You would think after all these years you might be running out, but no, it seems to get better and better.
I think it's because, Lorraine, that 30,000 people apply every year. And so with a catchment of that, you get the best of the best. And people do improve as well. In fact, Ian Moore, who won last year, in fact, in '98 he was a standby in case anybody had dropped out. Then he was allowed onto the show the following year. He won the heat, he won his final, and he won the Champion of Champions.
Well, you're right, it just gets better and better, and we shall be there watching. Thank you so much, Matthew. We'll be there tomorrow night watching that show. And remember, on Monday, we are giving away the GMTV house, so don't miss it.
Behind the scenes at the rehearsals for the Stars in Their Eyes live final, and we've got exclusive backstage access, so follow me.
I've done 8 finals. I think this is my 8th final, and 9 including the Champion of Champions last year.
You must have a pretty good idea about who's going to win the live final. Have you ever thought about nipping down the bookies and sticking a tenner on?
Lee, I have no idea who's going to win. No. I've never picked a winner in my life.
Now, Stars in Their Eyes has caught the whole public's imagination around the nation. Why is that?
Well, I think it's a great variety show. It's very surreal. People, it's about potential and it's about dreams, and everybody knows somebody who thinks they can do it. So, it's free to all of us.
Well, I'm going to be watching it tomorrow night.
Hey, fantastic.
So, thank you very much, Matthew, for taking time out.
I've got to get back. I can't be yammering to you all day. I've got rehearsals to do.
Well, we're both busy.
Cheers, Lee.
Okay,
See ya.
Thanks, Matthew. Here's some pictures of previous winners of Stars in Their Eyes. Now, across here are the dressing rooms of the stars of tomorrow.
I'm Stephen, Frank Sinatra.
And I'm Gary, and I'm Freddie Mercury.
So how do you think you're going to keep your feet on the ground after singing to 15 million people?
Well, it's going to be difficult initially, I think. I suppose I'll be floating for a little while, but British people have this habit of bringing you back down to earth if you get a bit ahead of yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't think it'll be too difficult.
I've got a good wife who's very into bringing me down with a thud. If once the ego's getting a bit too much, it's like, excuse me, you're still my husband, the grass still needs cut, the dishes still needs washed.
I'm Mariana and I'm going to be Gloria Estefan.
I'm Katie and I'm going to be Kelly LaRock.
I'm Sarah and I'm going to be Lisa Stansfield.
Great. Well, the first question is, how did you all know you could be the character who you're going to be?
Well, everybody kept telling me that how much I sound like Gloria Estefan, and I think because of the Latin look.
That's exactly what I thought when I seen you.
I just asked my family and friends, actually, and they told me that I sounded quite like her.
I hadn't got a clue and phoned up all my friends and said, do I sound like Leanne Rimes? No. Do I sound like Madonna? No. And it eventually got to Lisa Stansfield.
Now, the contestants sit in this chair as a normal person. You transform them into megastars. Do you notice any change in the attitudes?
Just to get more and more excited, that's all. There's no egos or anything like that. They just get so excited about going out of that door as somebody else and not realising they could be as different as they are.
I'm now joined by...
Tony, and I'm going to be Frankie Valli.
I'm Katrina, I'm going to be Tina Arena.
Great. Now, what's the first thing you think of as you're walking through those magic doors?
I think it's nerves. I was very, very nervous, yeah. I mean, it's an amazing feeling, really. I think, you know, you think, I hope everything goes right, really. I think that's the first thing you think about. But when I started singing, I think, you just have to block everything out and go into another world. That's what I try and do.
Yeah. You come through and initially you get through the shock of the smoke, because it's quite blinding that.
Yeah.
And then you remember not to fall down the steps. And then once the music starts, you just flow into it.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm going to be Jennifer Page.
I'm David, I'm going to be Morton Harkett.
My name's Annette and I'm going to be Whitney Houston.
What's the best thing about taking part in Stars in Their Eyes?
I think the best thing is doing interviews like this and meeting people like yourself, and the whole experience in front of audiences and things live is a really good experience.
It is just everything, the whole thing. Everyone treats you so well, and everyone you meet, like these two lovely people. No, it's true. I mean, everyone gets on really well, and it's just a really nice experience, lovely
It's
atmosphere.
like one big family, definitely.
Do you like the VIP treatment then?
Oh, yeah.
Could definitely
used
get
to it
used
then.
to that, very much so.
Definitely.
That's what happens behind the cameras. You can find out tomorrow what happens in front of the cameras. I know I'll be watching.